Hello everyone, welcome to the history of CAT. So today we'll solve a problem on time and work which appeared in CAT 2019. Now before I start with this problem, just a disclaimer, make sure that you had seen the basic videos of time and work which are uploaded on the website of Storyboard. The reason for that, because that is where we had understood what is the reciprocal method and what is the LCM method for time and work. Again, how do you use both the methods depending upon what the problem is given. The reason why I'm saying this is because we are going to solve this problem by both the methods, reciprocal and LCM method. And if you know the basics of that, it will be easier for you to understand this problem. Having said this, let's start with the problem. So what is the problem saying? At their usual efficiency level, A and B can finish a piece of work in 12 days. So if they are working together at their usual efficiencies, they can do a piece of work in 12 days. If A has worked half as efficiently as he usually does, which means half as efficiently A has worked, and B has worked thrice as efficiently as he usually does, then the task would be completed in 9 days. Okay. How many days would A take to finish the task if she works alone at her usual speed? Okay, so if A is working alone, how many days would A take to finish this task? Okay, so that is what is given to us. So I can ideally solve this problem in 30 to 45 seconds, but I'll take a good 5 to 6 minutes because I want you to visualize and understand as to how am I solving this problem. So at their usual speed, A and B could do a piece of task in 12 days. So I can say A and B. Let A complete a piece of task in A days and let B complete the same task in B days, working alone. Okay, working alone, A could do it in A days, B could do it in B days. And together if they are working, they could do it in how many days? They could do it in 12 days. So that is what is given to me. A working alone A, B working alone B, and together if they are working, they can do it in B days. Sorry, 12 days. Okay, so that is something that I already know. If A has worked half as efficiently as he usually does, which means what if A and B, I take it half as efficiently, which means if earlier he was taking A days, now he will be taking 2A days because he's working half as efficiently as he usually does. So if you are saying he does here in 1 day, he'll be taking 2 days because he's working as half, he's working with half his efficiency. And B has worked as thrice as efficiently as he usually does. So B is working thrice as efficient as he usually does, which means if he takes B days, he'll be taking here B by 3 days, which means if he takes 30 days here, he'll be taking 10 days here. And that's how the comparison is. That's what you have to understand. A worked half as efficiently. Okay, so earlier he was taking 1 day, now he's taking 2 days because his efficiency is reduced. Okay, his efficiency is reduced, and B's efficiency is thrice. So if he was taking 30 days, now he'll be taking 10 days. That's how the number of days will be reduced. If your efficiency is increased, say the work is about putting up bricks in the wall. Okay, earlier you were able to put in 2 bricks in 1 day. Okay, now you can put that 2 bricks in half a day. Okay, because if your efficiency is increased, and that's what it is. The efficiency is increased, the number of days are reduced, and if the efficiency is reduced, then the number of days are increased. So that is what is happening with A. Efficiency is reduced, so number of days are increased, and that is what is happening with B. Efficiency is increased, so the number of days are reduced. Okay, that's what you have to understand. So in case you are wondering how is this happening, that's how it is. Once I explain you the LCM method, it will be further clear as to how is this exactly happening. So what do I get from this? If A could do a piece of work in A days, in 1 day he will do what? 1 upon n. So first I'm solving this by reciprocal method, and in the end I'll tell you how to solve the same problem by LCM method as well. Okay, just by looking at the option you can get to the answer. But let us first see the reciprocal method. So if A could do finish a piece of work in A days, in 1 day he will do what? 1 by A of work, right? Similarly, if B could do a piece of work in B days, in 1 day he will do what? 1 by B of work. Together they can do a piece of work in 12 days. So together both A and B, A will do this much of work in 1 day, B will do this much of work in 1 day. Together in 1 day, they will do 1 by 12 of work. because they can finish the work in 12 days. So in one day they will do 1 by 12 of work. So together A does this much, B does this much. In one day together they do this much of work. Okay, that is the basic of reciprocal method that we have understood. Now let's take the next case. If this has happened, what if A has worked half as efficiently and B has worked thrice as efficiently, then they could do a piece of work in 9 days. So then they could do a piece of work in 9 days. So instead of 12, now the number of days are reduced to 9. So again, I'll take this condition. In one day, A will do this much of work because he's finishing the work in 2 days. In one day, he will do this much of work. In one day, B will do what? B will do this much of work, 1 upon B upon 3. So this 3 goes up because he can finish a piece of work in B by 3 days. So one day he will do 1 upon B upon 3, that is nothing but 3 upon B. And together they could finish a piece of work in 9 days. So one day they will do what? 1 by 9th of the work. Okay, so A's work in one day, B's work in one day, and together they are doing this much of work in one day. That's what I get it from here. Okay, in case you're wondering how is this happening, see, if A could do a piece of work in 5 days, in one day he will do what? 1/5. Second day he will do 1/5. Third day he'll do 1/5. Fourth day he'll do 1/5. Fifth day he'll do 1/5. So that's how, such that in 5 days he'll finish this work. Okay, that's how. So you say one day he'll do 1 by 5. Similarly, if A, one day 1 by B, one day 1 by B. If he does the work in 2 days, one day he will do 1 by 2a. If he does the work in B by 3 days, one day he will do 1 upon B upon 3, which is 3 upon B. So together they do it in 1 by 12 and 1 by 9 days. Basics of reciprocal method. Now you need to get the value of A and B here. That's quite simple. This is a simultaneous equation. Make this term to be same. Make this term to be same. Okay, and how do you do that? Multiply this by 3. If I multiply this entire thing by 3, what will happen? What will happen? This will become what? 3 upon A plus 3 upon B, and this 3 upon B will get cancelled. Okay, so I'll just solve it by a shortcut. So this is 3 upon A and subtracting both so this is 3 upon A minus 1 upon 2A because I subtracted both, and this 3 upon B minus 3 upon B gets cancelled, and this is 3 upon 12, which is nothing but 1 upon 4. Okay, minus 1 upon 9. That's what I get it. So I make two terms equal and then I just subtract 1 from 2. So that's what I get it at. If I solve this further, what will I get it now? So this, making the same denominator, this becomes 6 minus 1 is 5 upon 2a is equals to 9 minus 4 is nothing but 5 upon 36. Okay, the problem is solved now. This 5 gets cancelled. 2 1s are 2 18s are. Okay, so 1 by a is equals to 1 by 18, which means A does 1 by 18 of work in one day. So A will take what? 18 days to finish the work, and that's it. So A working alone, this A, that was what asked, right? If A is doing the task, how many days A will work alone at her usual efficiency to do the work. So usual efficiency was A, which is 18 days, So A working alone will do it in 18 days, and that's it. That's how you reach to the answer. So this is the reciprocal method to solve it. Okay, I told you about the LCM method as well. How can you just go ahead and solve this with option? Okay, let's see LCM method. So what do you know now? Let's write this thing here. So I know about A, B. This was A, so this was B, and then together they were able to do it in 12 days. Now then again, what happened? This was A, this was B, so 2A and B by 3. We already know the logic for this, and together they were able to do it in how many days? 9 days. Let's start with an option. I say that this is 18, so if this is 18, this will become what? 18 into 2, 36. This is 12. So how will you understand this now? A could do it in 18 days, they could do it in 12. So let's take the LCM of 18 and 12, which is nothing but 36. So if 36 bricks are being put in, the work will be done. That's what we understand from LCM method, right? This is what we have studied. Now A could do it a piece of work in 18 days. So per day, A will put in 2 bricks such that in 18 days, he puts in 36 bricks and he finishes his work. Now I need a 1 year. Why I need a 1 year? Because this is 12 into 3. 12 into 3 will be 36. So together they put in 3 bricks such that in 12 days they put in 36 bricks. So I need a 3 year. So I can get a 3 only when I have a 1 year. Okay, to get a 1 year, I need a 36 year. I need a 36 year. Right, so a 36 into 1 is 1. So that B working alone could do it in 36 days. In case they ask you that, you can find it here as well. Now this is B by 3. So this is 36 by 3. This comes out to be what? 12. 12. Okay, now just check it. If again number of bricks are 36 only. Number of bricks are 36 only. So what will I do here? This will be 36 ones are. This will be 12 threes are. 3 plus 1 4. 9 into 4 36. Yes. Which means 18 is the right answer. Okay, if you would have started with a 12 or a 24 or a 36, you wouldn't have reached to the answer. So this is a little trial and error method, but in case you want to try this method as well and reach to the answer, this is again can be solved by LCM method as well. It's just that you have to be a little trickier. You have to take an educated guess, which could make you reach to the right answer. Okay, so this is how you solve this problem. Again, if you want more of such practice, please see the basics problem of time and work, and you will be clear with both reciprocal as well as the LCM method.